Hi everybody, it's the Empowered Target. I just thought I would stop and come out to the park and just rewind and try to slowly walk off this terrible day. I went through such horrifying abuse this morning at home. The constant fuming was just making me so sick. And it got to the point where I couldn't eat and breathe at the same time. And I didn't know what was going on, but I knew something was really bad. And so I finally, against my better judgment, but without really understanding what I could do, I decided to go to the emergency room. And that way I could get, the blood work that I was looking for and the urine samples and all that stuff. Because I was feeling pretty rotten. And I would say at about 1:30, I got there and, they take your vitals and whatever and ask you what's going on. At this point, I didn't know what to say. So I just told her why I came in. But there was a part of me that wanted her to know what was really going on. But I also know better than that. So I kind of found a little bit of a balance and decided to just tell her a little bit, that I was going through some stuff, that my house had been broken into, and that I think that something has been poisoned. I explained why I thought that. The horrible gurgling sound when I lay down, and my sensitivity to radio frequencies. And I just tried to make it sound as rational as possible. But there really isn't, unless you're going through this, there's no rational way to explain what it is. So I couldn't tell her the truth, so I said a little bit. I gave her a little bit of information. So what did they do? They put me in the behavioral health emergency side. Not the normal medical side, but behavioral health. And I just said, what am I doing here? Why am I over here? And I got this response. The doctor will be right with you. I'm like, what the hell? I said, I don't belong here. I said, I came in to get a blood and urine test because I wasn't feeling well. Well, so I got my purse and coat and got up and I started walking to my car. I was going to say, the hell with this and walk out. And they were like, oh no, you're under our care now. I'm like, whoa. And 2 security guards followed me. I'm like, why are you treating me like a criminal? What the hell's going on here? And he said something like, based on a conversation you had. So based on the fact that I told her that my house had been broken into and I thought that I had been poisoned and that, there's some, maybe I may have radiation toxicity because some of the things I'm experiencing, and I sound very normal and very rational. What's the first thing they do? They label you crazy, right? Because that's the goal of the program. Well, she's gonna walk right into this one. So, I'm getting radiated right now. Anyway, I'm still having issues with the breathing because of what's going on with my stomach. Never got any answers about the stomach. And I really, I got the blood and the urine tests and those both came out fine. So that's good. We did take an x-ray. They did take an x-ray, a chest x-ray. I don't know what the results of that is. This is such a mess. This is a hot mess. It is a hot mess. such a hot mess. I really don't want to go home, but I have nowhere else to go. Because I don't want to go through another horrible night of torture. And I was exactly right, because, you know, I got the paperwork, and the diagnosis was something about gastrointestinal something and paranoia. They said paranoia on the paperwork. Really? So there we go, labeling somebody crazy and paranoid. You don't know the facts. You don't see the proof that I have. You don't know what I'm going through. Let's just label her, because that's what they were instructed to do. I got to tell you that hospitals are a terrible place to be if you're being used as a human antenna. It was horrifying. But I don't know what to do. I need help. I need physical help. Because what they're doing is making me sick. And right now, the only thing that's keeping me healthy to this degree are all the herbs and supplements. And if I can't ingest them, that's not going to help. But I can't keep going through this torture, and living in my car ain't going to work. So I learned a lesson today. Because I really didn't think they were going to let me out of the hospital. I was really afraid of that. I was scared to death. But to be followed out with 2 security guards, and when he said, "You're under our care now," I'm like, whoa, I came in just to get some tests. You don't own me, because that's the way he made it sound. You don't own me. But they wanted to label me crazy, and I was being radiated while I was in that waiting room. And she wouldn't let me out of that waiting room. It's always something. It's always something. I'm being radiated right now. Probably by this stupid bitch. Like, what are you stopping at? Anyway, if you are a targeted individual, don't go to the emergency room. I don't recommend it at all. I'm going to go face the abuse. Till next time.